Well, welcome back to this commentary playthrough of Trails Through Daybreak with Kellador. We talked to these guys last time, so we're going to go do a race against some hoodlums. See who we can recruit. I'm doing recording. We're going to be recruiting to help with this. Better to lose outright than to flake out and just lose by default. Okay, we read all this. Don't want to sit back. Lend him a hand. Yes. You mind if I join? I appreciate the sentiment, but this is our problem to deal with. It wouldn't be right to drag you into it. Hard disagree. This goes beyond you. It involves all car lovers now. As a fellow driver myself, I can't just stand back and let a bunch of punks with no sense for safe driving screw my home up. I want to teach them a lesson. Van, now that's what we like to hear. Don't see why he can't join. Why not let him? All right. Thanks, Van. You're really saving our asses here. You might honestly be the best help we could have got. I respect you a lot, man. Thanks for saying so. That still leaves the problem of dealing with Damien, though. I'm no biker, so I'm not going to be able to help there. I'm not so sure how we're going to deal with that niggling little detail. Phew. That's all for today, then. Now, back to my bike. Why are all of you gathered here? Hermes. Your timing couldn't be any better. Got some free time on your hands? Huh? I mean, I'm done for the day, so I guess I do. I see. So you're going to be racing them to teach them a lesson. Yeah. It would really help if we had a biker of your skill level on our team. What do you say? You up for it? Sure. I'll join your team. Teaching a naughty rider how to behave sounds like fun. I'll make sure they think twice before causing trouble in the capital again. Glad to see you so fired up for this. I really appreciate you agreeing too. Now it feels like we have a fighting chance. Yep, it's going to be a proper 4v4 race. Now all that's left is leaving them in the dust. Anyway, clock's ticking. Let's get going to the meeting spot. You ready to go? Ready whenever you are. Same here. Then let's roll.
Well, we're on the clock now.
Is this the meeting spot? Yeah, just beyond here is the highway we're using. But we're supposed to meet face to face right here first. Looks like they've arrived. Would you look at that? That's a hell of a ride. Right? A lot of Mira went into customizing her. This ain't gonna be an easy race. Hello and good evening, street racers. I'm impressed you didn't just turn tail and run. So you really showed up, High Bloods. I don't recognize those two. Well, thanks to your biker, our cars are in the shop. So I figured I'd call in some help. Look at these small fry. At least try and make this fun for us, all right? What? I dare you to say that again. Downey's all kinds of fired up now. Now, I think it's time we reintroduced ourselves. We're the High Bloods, a team composed exclusively of those who are elites, even among the elite. Pleasure. You know, I completely forgot until you said the name. but I heard about the High Bloods a few years back. Heard they were nothing but a bunch of pampered rich kids. Kind of like you. You must be referring to our predecessors. They apparently disbanded after doing a tour of Crossbell. Now their name is ours. Huh. Is there some specific reason behind inheriting their name? Indeed, there is. Well, we don't approve of the way they love drinking, women, and gambling. As former nobility, we identify with how they valued their chosen bloodlines that gave them power and wealth. It is only fitting that we consider ourselves the true High Bloods. Former nobility, eh? Been a while since I've heard anyone call themselves that. Yeah, you don't hear that kind of thing around here much. Maybe it's because they're from Arassian. Mm-hmm. Up until the noble institution was abolished during the Calvardic Revolution, Arassian was the royal capital. Shame that even after decades have gone by, there are still old fossils that can't throw away their elitist bullshit. How dare you! Lucio's family line was a great noble house that had the trust of even the royal family. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. Commoners could never hope to understand our noble thoughts. What I cannot forgive, however, is that you people don't know your place. You insist on getting in our way. You're nothing but an eyesore to us on our drives, and that's why we're gonna make you leave the capital streets. You got a lot of nerve. It's a riot that you think causing trouble for folks with your reckless driving is a way to have fun. As street racers, how could we hand these streets to you when you lack basic manners or compassion? Just what are you getting yourself all worked up over, commoner? Just look at you and your half-assed custom ride because you got no mirror to spend. You got no right to talk when you can't even bring out the true worth of your rides. Well, damn. You got a big mouth on you for such a little brat. If you know so much about the true worth of our rides, then why don't you teach me? Don't think we're just going to take this sitting down. It's time we settle the score. Right here, right now. Yeah, get ready, High Bloods. Drivers as reckless as you have got no right to call themselves street racers, so we're making this your last drive. It would appear we have 4 vehicles each, so how about we race one-on-one? When you're ready, we'll leave for the expressway. Don't disappoint us. And so, with their street racer pride on the line, the curtain to their fierce battles rose. After confirming the rules of each race one more time, each participant went right to work preparing their vehicles. Okay, let's decide who's going to race who. Think I could go up against the biker on their team? Sure thing, just ride safe, okay? But of course. So who's going to face Lucio? Could you leave him to me? It's my job as leader to get revenge for Downey. I have to. Graham, this race is about you guys. Whatever it is you're thinking, I'm down. That being the case, you said it yourself. If you go as is, you're going to lose. I'm not even talking about your driving technique either. If we're going by specs, it's going to be real tough for you. But, and I hate to say this, my truck could handle his ride. Hell, I can promise you I won't lose. Van. All right then. Van will be racing Lucio instead. We're already borrowing your skills. We might as well be in it to win it. You got that right. I'll cut that spoiled brat down to size. And I guess that means we'll handle Lucio's 2 flunkies. If I remember right, they both came here in Etwas sedans. By the way, I've seen that Roger guy up close and personal before. I think I've got a decent idea of how he operates. Yeah, I knew I could count on you. Then I'll take on the other guy, Tebow. Great. Sounds like we're all squared away. Once we wrap up our fine-tuning, let's hit the road. We're rooting for you guys. Go kick some ass. And please, don't get hurt. Thanks, you guys. I promise we're gonna beat those high bloods. With the matchups decided, everyone got in their cars and they were off to the races. The first round pitted Junifer against Tebow. Junifer's Lino sedan had the edge in traction due to the love and care she put into tuning it. As the race went on, she slowly but surely narrowed the gap between her and Tebow. However, her vehicle lacked the horsepower required to best his sedan, which boasted a roaring engine that ultimately led him to victory. For the next race, Graham stepped up to the plate, ready and willing to avenge Junifer. Graham's Ingert was a lightning-fast sports car, but Roger's decked-out sedan was no slouch either. It was a close race, with both cars being neck and neck from start to finish. In the end, Graham's powerful traction allowed him to emerge victorious by a hair's breadth. After that, it was time for the third round to commence. We're at 1-1 right now, so we don't have this in the bag just yet. But that just makes this all the more exciting. It'll be a cold day in hell before I lose to some pathetic courier lady. Get ready to choke on my dust. You stole my line. Starting line's up ahead. Time to get serious. Holy hell! Look at her go! We can't even see her anymore. Eat that, loser! Afraid it's a little early to celebrate. That thing's acceleration isn't half bad, but its top speed doesn't hold a candle to my bike's. Specs aren't the only thing that matter in a race, you know. What? On that point, you and I agree. That scumbag just rammed his handlebars against hers. Talk about dangerous. The fact that he pulled it off without losing his balance shows he's no amateur. Still reckless, though. These guys are freaking crazy. Come on. I dare you to try and overtake me again. If you do, I'll hit your dingy little bike with everything I've got. Huh. Oh, what's the matter? Can't keep up? Or is our wimpy-ass courier getting cold feet? There's less than 500 yards until the finish line. Victory's as good as mine. This is the decisive moment. I can slow down, make him think I've given up, and speed past him when he least expects it. Or I can rev up right now and punch it. Cunning and guile. Throwing in the towel already? What a wuss. Just stick to carrying around people's junk in the future. What? Yes! Go, courier lady! She caught him off guard by speeding past him at the last second. What an incredible strategy! She even had me fooled. That was one hell of a secret weapon. Nice job. Was that a turbocharger? Something along those lines. I was hoping I could win without revealing it, but them's the breaks. Well, I guess I'm up next. Go get 'em, Van. Knock the high bloods off their high horses. He really did customize every part of that Etwas car, from the suspension to the spoiler. You must be daft if you think you can take me with that little girl's car. You've slighted me with your hubris, and I will make you pay for it. There's more cars on the road now. Using the turbocharger would be way too risky. Ha! He swerved around those cars like it was nothing. Thankfully, all this traffic is preventing him from hitting his top speed so I can keep up with him. Can't get too cocky here, though. He might not be on Maxim's level, but he's still a force to be reckoned with. I had hoped he had a trick up his sleeve like that woman did. I was so looking forward to making a fool of him. But it's clear he has nothing. Ugh, what a disappointment. We're approaching the point where the traffic from the Riverside district joins the expressway. At this time of day, Maybe I could. Looks like you couldn't keep pace with me. How pathetic. Someone forgot to take out yesterday's garbage. Why must there be so many of these infernal trucks on the expressway at night? What? Your lack of knowledge of the area is coming back to haunt you, bud. Damn. He caught up faster than I thought he would. Well, look at that. So you do have a modicum of skill after all. Too bad it's futile. That pilot's scrap can't match my car's acceleration and speed. I might be able to secure victory if I use my turbocharger, but it'd be risky. Should I do it? Safety, that's the goal of the whole thing. No, I can't risk hurting anyone. I will accept no less than an overwhelming victory. He's got a turbocharger? Don't use that here, it's too dangerous. Whoa! Tried to warn you, dumbass. And that's that. This race goes to us. They did it. You guys are amazing. Yeah, you even surprised us. Seriously, way to go above and beyond. Sometimes things just work out, you know? But we really have Hermes and Van to thank for all of this. It was the least I could do after you came to me for help. It was a close shave, but hey, I got to show off a little. So it's all good. So, High Bloods, you're going to keep your promise, right? Curses. How could this have happened? Our machines were tuned to perfection. We were in peak racing condition. I'm sorry, Lucio. If only I'd gone faster. I managed to win this time, but to be honest, I don't know how it'd turn out if we did a round two. Never thought I'd run into a biker as wild as her. Here I was planning to run circles around her, but she ended up running circles around me instead. Damn, man. You guys, fine. As promised, we will come nowhere near the capital from this day forward. We will also cover the repair costs of your two vehicles. Is this to your satisfaction, commoners? I've got issues with your tone, but yeah, that works. Well, hey, that's pretty generous, actually. Maybe you're not as bad as I thought. Bro, is that all it takes to win you over? They're the reason our cars are all busted up. Well, now that all is said and done, it's time we return to Arassian. However, do not misunderstand. In no way have we recognized that our style of driving is worse than yours. When next we meet, you shall be met with overwhelming defeat. And may you never forget it. Yeah, just you wait and see. Next time, I'm gonna blow your socks off. Huh? Just what is all that supposed to mean? I guess they won't mess around here for a while, but they'll be back for revenge at some point? What? Why do they get to decide that? What was the point of this whole deal then? If only they were more honest with themselves. I'm glad things worked themselves out in the end, I guess. Well, it wouldn't have gone half as well if you and Hermes weren't here. There's no way this is the end of it, but for now, we've at least chased the High Bloods off. Like goop from a kitty's eye. Chased it right out. Thanks for the help, you two. It's no biggie. I enjoyed myself, so it was worth it. Likewise. I'm happy my orbital bike skills proved useful. And so the battle against the High Bloods came to an end, with everyone singing praises for one another's efforts. On the way back, Hermes parted ways with the group, and Graham and his people returned to the repair shop.
That takes care of that.
And that's why we didn't do it at the end of the last episode, because that took about 20 minutes, and I only had about 8 or 10 minutes to go.
Looks good to me.
Yay, bonus SP. Yay, money. Law and gray. We're just going to keep pushing that gray. And what does that give us here? Power, fortitude, vitality. Okay. 3 of 5 bonds maxed. We're good. Oh, hey, 250,000 Mira. Cool. 34 for SPG. Cases closed. All right. Ooh, one more driver. Not the greatest, but we'll see. Two out of 3 virtual battles. Almost halfway. Hadrian will be nice. Okay. I probably won't get that this run. I got it on a prior run. Carbuncle's great, but getting a 4.0 tactical bonus is, it's a bit of work. It takes a lot. Amalthea is a good thing. Thanatos Jail is a good thing. I've already seen Tyrant Storm. Decoy is amazing. All right. Losing such a bummer. But it's not all bad. I got to let loose and drive my heart out. Oh, that felt so good. My little baby's the best car in town. I'd kind of pegged the High Bloods as simple assholes, but they ended up surprising me. Infuriating as it was, races with them were always real blood pumping. I'd welcome them back to challenge us again in Edith any time. As long as they're safe about it and not jerks. I was at the edge of my seat that whole race. I get how you feel now, Downey. I need to catch up. I'll be pulling off tricks like that one day. I just gotta keep practicing. I can't just sit on the sidelines after seeing a wild race like that. Damn it. Gotta get my sweet ride back in business so we can get back on the road.
What'll it be? Come again.
I heard they had quite the joyride out there. I should have told them to go easier on the gas. It's all fun and games until the cops show up. But, oh well. Ain't gonna go rain on their parade. Let them rip, I say.
Alrighty.
Okay. And conveniently, that put us on Riverside, where we hadn't gone before we go back to Old Town. But before we do that, we should go talk to our unknown person. See what we got. Van made his way over to the station to see a street musician performance. I can see why people have been raving about her. She's pretty damn good. Wait, she looks kind of familiar.
Thank you, everyone. I love you. I hope we meet again.
You were great today. I can't wait to hear your next song. I'll be back again for sure. Hi, Nina. Sorry, but I'm done for today. Just here to say I liked your performance. Ever thought of putting a single out? It'd sell like hotcakes for sure. Thanks for the vote of confidence. However, there's no shortage of capable artists out there who can write and perform at my level. The music industry is hard to break into. That's definitely true for no-name artists. But you and I both know your songs would take the world by storm if you used your real name. Let's continue this conversation elsewhere, shall we? I'm surprised you saw through my disguise. I even changed the tone of my voice. How do you know it was me? It mostly came down to luck. I wasn't 100% sure myself. If I only knew you from your movies, you'd have had me fooled for sure. But I've seen you up close and personal several times at this point. I need to get my act together. I've never been found out before now, so maybe I was getting a little careless. So, you like doing stuff like this? I do. I enjoy going out in disguise from time to time. It makes for good practice as well. When I'm on a set, everyone knows I'm playing a part. But when I'm out in the wild, I can take on any role I want, and no one would know I'm acting. It's made for a fun little hobby. So you're acting on the clock and in your downtime. Damn. Talk about being dedicated to your craft. I suppose I just can't get enough of it. Although it mostly stems from a complex I've had since I was a child. I don't exactly have a distinct self. Perhaps that's why I've always wanted to act like someone else, and why I ultimately gravitated to acting. Or maybe I just wanted something that helped me avert my eyes from that uncomfortable truth. My motivation for choosing this career path is purely selfish. I'm sure my fans would be let down if they knew. I wouldn't call that selfish. It's normal to want to change something you don't like about yourself. You think so? I know so. That said, your hobby's only going to get harder the higher up you get on the ladder of fame. But I doubt you need me to tell you that. Yes, I know that all too well. The risks of me getting recognized will only grow as I get more famous. But the mounting challenge will only serve to make success all the more sweet. All that talk about you not having a distinct self was a big fat lie. What do you... You said it yourself. The challenge makes success all the more sweet. Those are the words of someone who gets fired up when the odds are stacked against them. That's a pretty unique quality, and it's one that no one I know has. It's not half as unique as your willingness to turn people's words against them. Hey, I'm just trying to help a friend believe in themselves a little. Oh, I know. I'm only teasing you a little. Really, though, thank you. I feel better about this now. Glad to help. Anyway, please don't tell anyone about this hobby of mine. I'd like it to be our special little secret. Sure thing. She really knows how to knock you off your feet. Guess she ain't an award-winning actress for nothing. After Nina departed, Van resumed his patrol once more.
Now, who should I be next? See if you can spot me next time.
Van's dexterity goes up by 3. And Van goes up with strength plus 10. Nice. Meanwhile, Emoji Cat is over here being a little hedonist. On her back with her belly up in the air and her paws flapping all over the place. Spoiled little girl. I'm so glad to see Sister Belicia is doing well. Even though we're both of Central Eastern heritage, we were raised in different countries and cultures. That, thankfully, has never come between us. I feel like we truly understand each other. I wish her the best in tending to her duties in Cray. The abundance of resources in the Principality of Elsheim has made it the economic superpower governing the Central East. The role it plays is pivotal, both with its status as a diplomatic powerhouse and its flourishing initiatives regarding the desert's forestation. Though we must not forget about Valis, it having become a wealthy city-state through maritime trading. Rumors say that tensions have arisen between nations, mostly attributed to certain groups. Things are changing in the Central East. It would do us well to pay attention. The Principality of Elsheim is a wealthy nation, but Valis has made economic strides to rival it in recent years. But they're not the only outliers. Some impoverished nations are moving along nicely too. A major upset might envelop the region soon enough. As head of this temple, I must endeavor to keep abreast of developments between both countries. Must you now? And away we go. Bermati. Bermati.
If it isn't Van.
It's a surprise seeing you here, Natalie. Yeah, I thought you gave up on being an idol. What are you doing here? You haven't changed a bit, Sela. Pretty as a rose, and about as thorny as one. Think you'll ever bag a boyfriend with an attitude like that? Just hurry up and tell us what you want. Unlike you, we don't have all that much time to waste. All right, I'll cut you part-timers some slack since the idol life is already hell enough. I'll be straight here. You need to become a singer, Sela. Direct order from the higher-ups. But you and I can go back to being a duo act. What? That's not possible. Sela and I are already a duo. We're with you. And we're all real happy for you, new kid. Sela, you get what this means, don't you? It was a little suspicious that they'd approve Lulua's debut just like that. Did they have no faith in us from the start? Well... Van, darling, a little birdie let me know you were in the 13th district today. That's a fast little birdie then, but yeah. The immovable decided I'd play as his errand boy today. Edith's gonna be pure chaos with people like that running around. Oh, trust me, I know. I'm expecting all my sources to go wild with them in the mix. The streets have already been going crazy, considering all those recent developments. I hear a certain unsavory group might be on the prowl right now. Do try to be careful, please. Yeah. Thanks for the heads up. If you already know we're heading out, you can just say so. I'm hoping to see Agnes and the rest sometime soon. Don't be strangers here. A has been quite busy since the year started, don't you think? The streets are buzzing with gossip. Word is, a certain unsavory group is making moves right now. Do try to be careful, please.
What are you in the mood for,
Nothing you're selling.
Oh, you're leaving already?
Oh, yes, I am.
Well...
Nothing of interest.
Well...
Anything? Nope.
Hey there. What'll it... See ya.
Hey, next act's still getting ready. You mind waiting outside? I'll go do a sound check with him when I'm done here. That's my leg emoji, cat. Please don't put your claws in it. It doesn't feel so good. Can't believe all three of us are heading out on the same day. And Gray's finally starting his journey from branch to branch. Sure takes me back to doing the same when we were still junior bracers. Yeah, it's a hard task getting a recommendation letter from every branch, but it's good work before becoming a senior bracer. Not just that, but it's the best way for all bracers to acquire their most useful tool on the job. What tool? Spoiler alert, but it's cultural understanding. The Republic's full of folks from all cultures and backgrounds. You won't be a good bracer if you don't learn how to approach them all. Oh, that's why. I hear I'll be assigned to a branch steeped in Central Eastern culture. Give it your best out there. It's a tough road ahead, but I know you can pull it off. Best of luck out there, man. Can't look after you since we're going in opposite directions, but I have a feeling I won't need to. You got this. Thanks to the both of you. Safe travels, and I hope you enjoy your drinks. What do you want? You're not getting a free drink out of me, you know. Wasn't gunning for one. Just checking in on you, making sure you're not totally wasted. I hate to admit it, but you're probably not far off. Listen, man, try not to make a mess of Edith while we're away. Got it? Speaking of, I still can't believe you're not even slightly drunk, Regina. Is it really that weird? I've only had a few drinks so far. I don't throw them back as recklessly as you do. Talk about lack of restraint. It's not long before you're a blubbering, drunken mess. I still remember when we got promoted to senior bracers. You got so drunk that you told Elaine that... Hey, no need to bring that back up, yeah? You don't have to throw that back in my face.
Well...
You all seem like such good friends. I'm a little anxious, but I know they have big expectations for me. I'm going to do my best out there so they can be proud of me.
Oh, good stuff right here. The very best.
You plan on staying here all night? I'm going to close up shop soon. But there's still so much we haven't talked about. You can't just leave me hanging here. I got no idea what you're on about. You're a strange, strange girl. There's still so much I can do. I can't just go home now.
Take as long as you need. I'll be waiting for you.
Welcome. Grab yourself a taco or two before we close for the night. The sun's sure setting quick these days. The days get shorter, but my part-timers' rants get longer. I do worry about her getting back after dark, though. Maybe I'll walk her part way home after we finish cleaning up. Speaking of which, there's a regular of mine who's an idol. Comes over for a taco fix every day. Didn't see her around today, though. Wonder if something happened. Oh, and get this. He got all pissy at me because I didn't fit into these stupid jeans he bought me. Can you believe that? It was such a jerk move. At this point, I'm just glad we didn't last. I don't want to be stuck with someone so shallow. Oh, jeez. That's just awful. Dude sounds like he has some real issues he needs to work through. There's nothing you could have done. Right? You get it. And you're a guy, too. You hear that, Johnny? It's all your fault, you jerk. There we go. Let it all out, Selma. I don't mind. You're really inspiring, you know? Inspiring? Me? You have the wrong idea. I don't think I do. Even though it sucked, you took it in stride and turned everything around for the better. You're fit and so much happier. Not everyone can go ahead and make the most out of a bad situation. It really just goes to show how strong you really are. Oh, no. I'm not that cool. You're making me blush. I love talking with Selma. We can go on and on, and before I notice, it's been hours. That's a sign of a great friendship in the making. Lodi's such a good listener. He's the best, most considerate drinking buddy I've ever had. The guy should be taking notes from him. He should be taking notes. All right. Well, that is Riverside, done and dusted. Back to Old Town and wrap up for the evening. finish nighttime activities. Should I call it a night? Tomorrow's going to be another busy day, so I should probably turn in soon. Yep. Hold up. Double check. No more connection events. Okay. And we did that. All right. Looks good. Turn in. Come to think of it, I know Agnes is going to go by train, but I should probably get what the prince sent me fitted sooner rather than later. First time doing any major mods to my baby in a while. Might as well have some fun with it. Roughly 2 hours prior. October 18th, 8:50 p.m. Phew, that was another close one, but it looks like I've made it in time for curfew. Just. I'll have to try and get back to my room without running into the dorm mother. I think Van is proving a bad influence on me. I need to keep living my own life and making my own decisions, not letting others make them for me. If I do...
I trust you've made up your mind.
Yes. I imagine Van will be contacting you with our answer soon.
Excellent. Where you'll be going for your educational visitation is also decided then?
Nothing gets past you, does it? Just how much does Dad know? Not just in general, but about the Blacklight District too.
Reports are regularly given to him on pertinent developments, and I have every reason to believe he reads them. As for the place you reference, I will refrain from commenting there.
Everything is being done with Dad's approval, isn't it? That place is meant to serve as somewhere the overly ripened juices from the fruit of our unprecedented prosperity can pool and gel. A place where the malice and desires of a certain subset of the population can be isolated and effectively controlled.
You truly are sharp. And from more than the influence of your new job. There is no resisting blood, I see. Perhaps you might even consider following the path of the McDowell family's young scion.
Excuse me. Good night.
Yes. My goodness. Do you realize how close you are to breaking curfew? I'm so sorry for being late.
Perhaps I pushed her a little far. It's a bad habit I have when it comes to Elaine, too. Even if I'd still like to believe I'm better than he is. Won't be able to count on the guild this time. I'll need another play.
He really is a crafty one. But I suppose this is just a message from Adios, telling me to see what's going on for myself. I'll also have to take charge of the younger students. This is going to be busier than a simple tea party.
October 23rd, 12:08, 6:32 a.m. Perhaps we arrived a little early. Odette and Albert are coming from the 10th district, so they should be here before long. I'm really sorry I've asked so much of you. Don't worry, though. Even though I'll be away from the group, I promise I won't let it affect my work. I never had any doubt. In fact, I've already told the...
Agnes!
Oh,
Well, you're early. All ready to head out?
almost. The others should be... Oh, you finished working on the car. Yeah, a mechanic over in Riverside had to lend a hand, but we got her ready in time. If I squint hard enough, I can almost fool myself into thinking it's a limo. The maximum occupancy has been improved from 5 to 8 passengers, and it sports its own onboard computer. We could even fit Agnes and her friends now. I suppose you could. You've been up to some interesting business now, haven't you? Not half as interesting as any trip you're in charge of. On the other hand, it's real reassuring to know you'll be around in Basel. You know, just in case. I could say the same of you. Why do you seem to know each other so well? Oh, we have a little history together, you see? Huh? Oh, my. Ding ding. Another challenger enters the ring. We're talking about 5 years ago here. Stop being such a damn tease. Oh, dear. How cold of you. I'm not going to get a real answer to this, am I? Regardless, what are you all doing here? Oh, right. Hey, Rosette. This is for you, Miss Claudel. There are sandwiches for breakfast, as well as some coffee. Victor and Paulette asked us to give it to you. They made more than enough for your friends to have some too. How thoughtful of them. I concur. And it smells wonderful too. Knowing the chef, it's sure to be great. What's going on here? Had to get in a heartfelt goodbye before you left. Don't make too much of a show of it, you two. No way. She really does have a boyfriend at her job. No, she does not. Please, everyone, this is a misunderstanding. We'll go ahead and get out of your hair now.
I'll see you again in Basel, Agnes. Race you there.
Right. Travel safely, everyone.
The long-distance passenger train to Basel, Provence de Auge, will soon be departing. Passengers en route to Altair or Crossbell will be transferring at Marthe.
Oh, I just can't wait. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that the Republic's high-tech engineering city? That's right. According to the travel guide, it even has something called an aerotram. So, if I may ask, Agnes, what exactly were you and that man talking about? Come on. The train is departing, so let's get a move on.
She noticed me. No doubt about it. Former enforcer of the Society and the adopted daughter of the Liberalian Royal Army's commander. Her presence in the Republic clearly isn't a coincidence. Neither the division chief nor Kincaid have any idea what the current administration is up to. Regardless, I will fulfill my duty and see that his ideals are not in vain.
And they're off. In the lead, we have Neck pulling away at the stoplights. We have van pulling a bit. Anyway. Damn, this backseat is the life. 8 might be a tight fit, but I could spend a night here for sure. I swear to Adios, if you get dirt on that seat, take off your damn shoes or something. It's a shame Agnes couldn't come with us. It's not the same without her. Don't worry, I'm sure she'll have a chance to try out the upgraded backseat soon enough. Even though there is less space for cargo, the computer still fits snugly. Yeah, it kinda scares me how that Crown Prince knew how to pick such a perfect gift. Word to the wise, don't ever get in debt to people like that. He says while having the time of his life installing that very same gift. It is weird though. It feels like he's using both us and the guild depending on what he wants to do. Unrelated, but what's Basel like? I've never been, not even for an operation. Couldn't say I'm the biggest expert myself, but I have been there a few times for jobs. Located down in southwest Calvert on the walls of Auge Canyon, it's a haven for learning and industry. The Institute of Science and the Artisanal District have been around since the Middle Ages. Indeed. Alongside those two areas is Newtown, which houses Vern at its center. It sprung up when one of Professor Epstein's 3 disciples brought in advanced technology. Oh, I know. That was Professor Hamilton from the Central East, wasn't it? At the time, the anti-immigrant sentiment wasn't quite as strong. Professor Hamilton's proposal was quickly accepted by the Institute of Science and the Artisanal District. And so, 45 years ago, the Institute of Science and the Artisans Guild came together to establish the Vern Company. They then went on to further orbital technology in new, innovative ways. Right, like how Calvert and the Vern Company were the first to develop orbital cars. That eventually led to the 4 big car manufacturers being established as affiliated companies. And while Calvert pioneered orbital cars, the Empire was the first one to develop orbital trains, and Liberl, the first to develop orbital airships. It's amazing the kind of things a little research uncovers about the history of something so commonplace. All good to know, too. I'll have to keep it all in mind for my report. And we're not even done, because all that links to the development of films! Isn't this all a bit too simple for a topic? Aw, don't be like that. Oh, to be a student again. When I was their age? Wait, I'm only 21. I'm not an old pile of bones yet. The war 2 years ago and the lead up to it was a big turning point in tech across the continent, too. The major powers were locked in a heated arms race with each other. The Empire even ended up creating these giant robots. Those Panzer Soldat things? Yeah. I've seen them in person before, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Wars accelerate the birth of new technology, and that new technology, in turn, spurs on yet more wars. Liberal's airships are an excellent example of that, since they were first developed in response to a war between it and the Empire. Anyway, it was a pretty clear tech-wise the Empire was ahead of the Republic during the war. Calvert's back on top now, though. Yeah, reparations and desire to not be one-upped by the Empire again more than fueled that fire. That's what inspired our Zyphas and the installation of the orbital network all across the country. Word is, our military weaponry's got a massive overhaul in store soon, too. And the one aggressively advancing all that is our hot-ass president, Roy Gramhart. It's funny hearing you say it out loud, but yeah, he is pretty hot for his age, huh? He's become a big name, even in the Empire, for a variety of reasons. I'm sure. Well, that just goes to show how big a deal he is on an international scale. Yeah, for how difficult things were at the end of the war, he's done a pretty stellar job of steering our ship. It is true that the current government is handling things extremely well, but that's more because... Either way, large influxes of Mira and major changes on the world stage often manifest as distortions in society. I don't know whether that fact's got anything to do with what we're going to investigate.
But try to sniff around for signs of trouble while we're there, right?
Miss Perfect's things shown when we were talking about the place. We already know there's trouble going in.
We will be on the lookout for anything we can glean regarding the many major ongoing projects in the city, as well as ready to sniff out any significant groups and organizations that may be at work.
Right. Together with Agnes, too.
I didn't even have to say anything, huh? Yep, you're right on. I don't think anyone drives as good as you, Rosette. You know just how to make those little subtle moves to work with the flow of traffic. Yeah, never seen anyone drive so straight. Why, thank you very much. Of course you've got an international license. What did I expect? I know I'm a perfect 5 on the driving scale, but I don't mind leaving the work to a solid 3 like you. Better you than the 2 over here. Yeah, she's pretty damn... Wait, am I the 2? That's right, Chief. Better get your act together. Don't you worry, though. You ever really want to make her scream? I'm here. You rat bastard. Don't think you can satisfy my girl with how rough you handle... Mr. Wei, Mr. Arkwright, a child is present. Huh? I wonder what Agnes is up to. Your great-grandfather left that behind, yes? It must be very precious to you if you even brought it for our visitation. It is, yes. It's no exaggeration to say that I am who I am because of this. Though recently, it's given me an awful lot to think about. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't seem to me like you have any regrets about it, at least. You're right. I don't. Someone told me that I make the calls on what I want to do with my life. Maybe I haven't made all the right ones, but even still, my world has truly broadened, and I've gotten to know so many wonderful people. I've come to know the nation of my birth from angles I never thought possible. And thanks to that, I'm now beginning to see how I should face the man moving this country forward. Not even trying to hide it, are you? Wasn't it supposed to be a secret to everyone but these two? True. It was. But I don't know. I get the feeling it's fine if you know too. Ever since meeting you in April, you've been so kind to me. You're the one who connected me to Van, so... Oh. I see now. You pushed me to use the Orbal Net specifically so I'd find his office, didn't you? Bingo. If it matters, we hadn't seen each other since we first met for a request 5 years ago. He wasn't even aware that I had come to Calvert as a foreign exchange student. It doesn't matter, of course. But then, why did you take his arm like that? To see your reaction. Okay, I'm about to have the clock run out, so I will stop it and have another, I don't know, video till we get a save point. Be back in just a sec.